Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the GW Tiger. It's the Tier 9 German SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Muravanka in Counter, and it's under the command of captroland. Now he's got the big gun, the 21cm, because there's no muzzle brake at the end of his gun, and he's ready to do battle. He's got 1100 alpha with 53mm of penetration. Actually, it's Redshire, not Muravanka. What am I saying? I'm looking at it now, I'm thinking, that's not Muravanka. Okay, he's looking for Arty to take a shot. He's looking specifically at the area where Arty normally forms up. And he's looking for the tracer that might come from the enemy Arty when they shoot. Nothing yet. He's only got 15 rounds. Oh, there was the tracer, just slightly to the left of his aim point. And he's ignored it. I don't think he saw it. They're much clearer now in 1.13, but of course they don't start from the end of the barrel of the gun. I think if you'll check that it's actually over here, that's where I saw the tracer coming out from behind the trees. Well, we'll probably see the tracer again very shortly because he's probably reloaded by now. Still looking to see, can't see anything yet. Nope, he's given up on the counter battery. There are targets in sight, so he might as well go for those ones right away. This isn't an encounter battle, so it's all about the cap really. And well, we've got an IS-3 and an E50. It's a tier 10 game with tier 8 tanks in it. Rounds out the E50. Oh, that was a good one, 421. I think that was an actual direct hit, but it didn't pen. Now you notice the terrain has changed quite a bit since the update of the game. So there's more pronounced corner in that area, and the ground undulations have changed a bit as well. And of course they put in that little passage so that tank destroyers can shoot up at the Zeppelin. Going for the Jaegeru. Rounds out. Oh, in actual fact, he splashed the Leopard prototype instead of the Jaegeru. The Jaegeru missed the shot altogether, but I think it was Splash that actually hit the Leopard prototype. The enemy is now capping. It's the Leopard who was actually capping at the time. And he's gone back into the cap circle. Okay, just on the edge of the moat, we've got a T-34. Rounds out. Lands in front of him for 113. Only a bit of splash. Going for the Borsig, who's very low on health, but he's sitting behind that rock, which makes him a difficult target to hit. Got an AMX-50-100 in the trench, in the moat, and an M48 pattern as well. In fact, there's 3 enemy tanks in there. There's the IS-3 as well. That's probably the better target. He's almost dialed in, and rounds out. This should hurt the IS-3. 228, the shell went long, bad RNG. Seeing several shells zip past outside the map now. Enemy Arty's been spotted down in the south. The M53, M55, he's running to the west as quickly as he can because our batch at 12 ton ended up in his area, and that shell misses the M48 pattern, M46 pattern, is that M48 pattern? Yes, it's an M48 pattern, the tier 10. Oh. Yes, this bit of terrain here actually looks very different now because, of course, you have got that small passageway and you've got that area you can hide in, that little corner. That wasn't around back when this was pre-HD. Now I have the feeling that captroland is actually moving round this corner, not for safety from the enemy tanks, but actually to get a better angle on the enemy. It's much better. And the E50 dies to the CDC. Quite embarrassing. That was the tier 9 taken down by a tier 8. Okay, the M48 pattern's moving quite some speed and changes course. Avoids the shell. Okay, it's the M48 pattern that's in the cap. He's now marked the Jaeger as his next target, but he moved the reticule and unfortunately got reticule bloom. That's the problem with Arty, which actually have narrow arcs of fields of fire. If you move the vehicle just slightly, the reticule blooms massively and you have to start all over again. Now he's trying to get the AMX 50-120s up there near our Tiger 2. And the CDC. There he is. I can just about make him out, shooting over this mound. Yes, he can do it. Rounds out. Oh! Well, he actually did get the kill. I think it was the CDC tracked the AMX and the shell then took him out. So he's got his first kill. Not sure they're making best use of that Jaeger actually. And the enemy team has been kind of boxed in now because they're stuck on the west side of the map near the cap area. Okay, we've got the T-34 there, and the Reveille actually. We can't see the Reveille, we can certainly see the T-34 though. And he has been damaged, but it was a splash. Captroland certainly does like looking from a long way away, much further than some players look. Jaeger's, well, he went up onto that hill to shoot down, and he's just taken out our IS-7. Now, can we get around into him? Almost loaded, and rounds out. Landed right behind him for 248, but it was a splash, so it's a near miss. Meanwhile, up top of the map, we've got the T-34 going after our Scorpion G. Both tier 8s. One's got a 120mm gun, the other one's got a 128mm gun. Ooh, the Scorpion just took a big hit. Captroland's almost loaded, but in fact actually he's been distracted by this Jaeger, who seems to be making for the moat. And yet another reticule bloom. Rounds out. And he's been spotted. One of the enemy tanks has seen him. Now he doesn't have to avoid enemy Arty fire because the enemy Arty has been wiped out. In fact, there's only 4 enemies left. But they do have the advantage at the moment because there's only 3 left on Captroland's team. But most of the enemy tanks have very low hit points. Now there's only 2 left. It's just him and the Batchat 12 ton. Trying to go for a shot on the pattern. He's just too close to the top of that hill and he can't loop the shot over the hill into the pattern. So he's having to back away from the hill to get a good shot. He's got 4 rounds left and there's 3 enemies out there. I have the feeling he's going to backing himself into this corner so he can shotgun anyone who comes around the corner. Oh, nice! M48 pattern sees him, fires around into him, and when he gets a hit on the pattern and the Batchat 12 ton finishes him off. So that's good news. He didn't manage to kill the pattern, I'm afraid. Just didn't have a big enough roll. But now it's 2 versus 2. And the T-34 has been seen. Now, will he be able to reload in time? He's got 3 rounds left and there's 2 enemies out there. One from Jaeger, he's very low on hit points. The T-34 has got slightly more. But he's just over the edge of the hill, so it's a difficult shot. Rounds out. No, it hits the near side of the hill. So that shell, I'm afraid, completely wasted. He's very angry about that. He's got 2 more shells left and he's actually saying, 2 left, no more ammo. He's worried that he's going to run out. If he does run out, all he can do is cap. But luckily the game is getting very close to the end because we've got 2 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock now. It takes 3 minutes 50 seconds to cap out if you're in an encounter game. So I get the feeling the enemy is trying to kill all, not actually trying to play for capping. Well, they have started a cap, but I don't think it's going to be any use to them. As you can see on the cap clock, it's going to take them over 4 minutes. Actually, it's not 3:50, it was 4:10, and they've only got 2 minutes left on the clock, so it's pointless to cap unless both of them get in the cap, and I don't think the Jaeger is in a position to do so. There's the Jaeger. Okay, Batchat 12 tons highlighting him for us, and rounds out. Captroland, get this kill. Yes! That means there's only 1 enemy left. It's the T-34, not the pattern, because the pattern was already killed. Yes, it's the T-34. He does have some hit points left, but Captroland should be able to take him out if he can get a direct hit. We just need the Batchat 12 ton to actually spot the T-34 for us. Okay, there he is. It would be really helpful if the Batchat can put a round into him as well. Rounds out. Oh, he got the kill! And that wins the game with 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock. Here's the end of battle results, and it was the second class tanker for Captroland in the GW Tiger. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He managed to get 10. And of course he got the Faden's medal for killing the last enemy with the last round in his magazine. Right at the end with only 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock before the game was over. So very well done there. Let's have a look at the team score. He didn't get the highest damage in the game. That actually went to the M48A5 pattern on the enemy team. He managed to get 4,668 hit points of damage in that game. And the next high scorer after that was the ISU 152 on their team with 3,674. The third highest damage was the Batchatinion 12 ton, who was spotting for Captroland at the end. Captroland got 2,467 hit points of damage, which actually puts him in 7th position overall on damage. When it came to kills, yep, he's in joint 2nd place because the 12 ton managed to get 4 kills, so did the CDC and also the Patton. They all managed 4. 3 kills went to Captroland and also to the IS7, so he shares the 2nd place. And of course the 3rd place players were the Jaegeru, who got 2 kills, and so did the Oho. When it came to base XP, it was the 12 ton. Yes, he was spotting for the team. He actually did 4,098 hit points of spotting, and that's where he earned such a high base XP through that game, as well as doing a lot of damage and getting a lot of kills. And we can see that Captroland, well, he's a little further down with 822. He fired all 15 rounds in his magazine, 3 direct hits, 3 penetrations, and 10 splash. Damage of 2,467 hit points, of which 2,102 were at more than 300 meters. He did receive a hit. It was from the M48 Patton, and it did pen, I'm afraid, but thank goodness that the Batchat 12 ton was there to finish the guy off, because otherwise he would have killed Captroland with his next shot. 7 enemy vehicles were damaged, 3 were killed, and he also got 10 stuns on the enemy but no stun assist. And he got 27 defense points by resetting the cap. On a premium count, he earned 32,667 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply took away a loss of 10,016 credits. 1,233 XP, no multipliers, so that's all the experience points he took away, but what a way to end the battle, to splat the last remaining tank with your last round and get a kill that wins the game. Very nice. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.